Hello friends. What if I told you that the secret to transforming your life isn't some big, dramatic change, but something so small, so atomic, that you barely notice it? Sounds impossible, right? Well, stick with me, because in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to reveal a system that can make you unstoppable, straight from James Clear's mind-blowing book, Atomic Habits. Secret 1, the 1% rule. Imagine this. It's 2003. The British cycling team is a complete joke. No Olympic golds, no Tour de France wins. They were so bad that even bike manufacturers refused to sell to them. Then enters Dave Brailsford, a guy obsessed with small improvements. He called it the aggregation of marginal gains, improving everything by just 1%. Changing seat cushions, improving diet, tweaking tire pressure, everything. 5 years later, boom, they dominated the Olympics. Won 5 Tour de France titles, all because of tiny, atomic habits. Now, what if I told you that same principle works for your life? Whether it's studying, fitness, or building your dream business, getting 1% better every day compounds into unbelievable success. Secret 2, the habit loop, how a cigarette company hacked your brain. Ever wondered why bad habits are so hard to break? Because companies like Marlboro, Coca-Cola, and Instagram have been hacking your brain for years. They use a 4-step loop: cue, craving, response, reward. Sounds fancy. Let me break it down. And just like that, a habit is born. But guess what? You can reverse engineer this loop to build powerful habits of your own. 1. The 4 simple rules to build good habits. Imagine you want to build a habit of studying for 30 minutes every day. There are 4 simple rules to make this happen. 1. Make it obvious. If your books are hidden in your bag, you might forget about studying. But if you place them on your desk, you'll see them often and remember. Example, want to drink more water? Keep a bottle of water on your table where you can see it. 2. Make it attractive. Studying can feel boring, but what if you reward yourself after studying? For example, if I study for 30 minutes, I'll allow myself 15 minutes of gaming. Example, want to start reading books? Read while drinking your favorite juice to make it fun. 3. Make it easy. Don't start with 2 hours of study right away. It's too much. Instead, start small, like just 5 minutes. Slowly, it will grow into a habit. Example, want to exercise? Instead of doing 50 push-ups, start with just 5. Make it satisfying. When you complete your task, reward yourself or track your progress. Seeing your streak, like marking X on a calendar every day, makes you want to keep going. Example, want to save money? Each time you save, put a check mark on a tracker. It feels good. 2. Change your identity, not just your actions. Instead of saying, I want to study more, say, I am the type of person who studies every day. A runner doesn't just say, I will run sometimes. They believe, I am a runner. If you want to become a good student, start thinking like one. Ask yourself, what would a good student do? 3. Small changes lead to big results. Imagine a plane flying from New York to Los Angeles. If the pilot changes direction by just 1 degree, the plane will land in a completely different city. Similarly, small daily changes, like reading for 5 minutes, lead to huge improvements over time. 4. How habits work, the habit loop. Every habit follows this cycle. Cue, trigger, you see a notification on your phone. Craving, desire, you feel the urge to check Instagram. Response, action, you open Instagram and scroll for 30 minutes. Reward, feeling, you enjoy the posts and feel entertained. To break bad habits, make the cue invisible. Keep your phone away while studying. To build good habits, make the cue obvious. Keep a book on your table. 5. Change your environment for success. If your room is full of distractions, phone, TV, it's hard to focus on studying. But if you set up a clean desk, it's easier to study. Want to eat healthy? Keep fruits on the table instead of junk food. Want to wake up early? Keep your alarm clock far from your bed, so you have to get up to turn it off. 6. The 2-minute rule. Starting a new habit can feel hard. So, make it so easy that it takes only 2 minutes. Instead of I will read for 1 hour, say I will read 1 page. Instead of I will exercise for 30 minutes, say I will do 1 push-up. Once you start, you often keep going. 7. Track and improve your habits. Every week, look at your progress. Are you improving? If not, adjust your strategy. If you skipped studying for 2 days, ask why and fix it. Keep a habit tracker, check marks on a calendar to stay motivated. Small daily actions matter more than big occasional efforts. Build good habits step by step, and soon, you'll see amazing results. Now we are talking about goals versus systems. What's the difference? James Clear, in Atomic Habits, explains that focusing on goals isn't enough. You need to focus on the systems, daily habits, that help you reach your goals. Think of it like this. Goals, the final destination. Systems, the road you take to get there. If you only think about your goal but don't follow a system, you might never reach it. Let's say you want to score 90% on your exams. If you focus only on the goal, you say, I want 90% in my exams. But you don't study regularly. You cram at the last minute and feel stressed. Maybe you succeed, maybe you don't. If you focus on a system, you create a daily study plan, 30 minutes of revision every day. You solve one practice paper every weekend. You track progress and improve where needed. By exam time, you're fully prepared without stress. Which one works better? The system. Why systems are more important than goals. Problem with just having goals. Once you reach the goal, you stop working. If you don't reach it quickly, you lose motivation. Why systems work better? You improve every day, no matter what. You enjoy the process instead of stressing about results. You create long-term success, not just one-time success. Instead of saying, I want to achieve XYZ, start saying, I will improve 1% every day by following my system. That's how real success happens. What are identity-based habits? Instead of just saying, I want to do something, you say, I am the kind of person who does this. Instead of saying, I want to read more books, say, I am a reader. Instead of saying, I want to exercise, say, I am an athlete. When you believe something about yourself, you naturally start acting that way. Why this works? It creates lasting change. If you just say, I want to eat healthy, you might do it for a few weeks and then stop. But if you say, I am a healthy eater, you keep making good choices every day. Instead of dieting for a month and quitting, you slowly develop the habit of eating nutritious food because it's who you are. You stay motivated from inside. If you force yourself to study only to get good marks, you might lose motivation. But if you say, I am a dedicated student, studying becomes a natural part of your life. A YouTuber doesn't just say, I want to make videos. They believe, I am a content creator, and keep posting videos even when they don't get many views at first. Next, you don't give up after mistakes. If you say, I want to be fit, and then skip a workout, you might feel like a failure and quit. But if you say, I am a person who exercises, you'll get back on track the next day because one mistake doesn't change who you are. If a runner skips a day of running, they don't say, I failed. They say, I am still a runner, and continue the next day. Decision-making becomes easier. When you have a strong identity, making choices is simple. Ask yourself, what would a person like me do? If you see junk food, instead of thinking, should I eat this? Ask yourself, would a healthy person eat this? If you're tired, instead of thinking, should I study? Ask, what would a good student do? It helps you grow in all areas of life. Identity isn't just about one habit. It shapes your whole personality. You don't just work out. You become a fit person. You don't just read books. You become a lifelong learner. If you say, I am a kind person, you naturally start helping others without forcing yourself. Instead of focusing only on goals, start thinking about who you want to become. Step 1. Decide what kind of person you want to be. Step 2. Do small things every day that prove it. Don't just set goals, build an identity. That's how real, long-term success happens. Now that you know the secret, what are you going to do about it? Will you let old habits control you? Or will you start your own Atomic Habits journey today? Mash that like button if you found this useful. Subscribe for more mind-blowing insights. Comment below, what's one habit you're going to change today? See you in the next video.